Welcome, travelers, to my realm of nightmares. Allow me to be your personal assistant. Come in, take a seat, get comfortable. For when you step into my realm, there's no stepping out. It started on an unassuming drive home. It was a Tuesday or Wednesday. It was warm, comfortably warm. The grass was green and the birds were singing. The point here is that this day was like any of the other 35,000 days I've lived. I live in an amazing condominium. It's not gated or anything, but it's still amazing. We have a great community clubhouse, which includes a gym and a pool. Every day you can take a walk and see a dozen people walking their very small dogs. It's a great community. One of the main pros that I'm sure most people know about condos is that they take care of just about all of the outside work. The association hires people to clear snow and cut grass. Two things I hated doing more than anything growing up. One of the other nice benefits is having sandwich board messages posted at all entrances to the condo. It ranges from annual Christmas parties, 12/19, to fertilizer treatments this week, to association vote due. It's usually a helpful reminder to us residents. The message I saw on that unassuming random summer day was not helpful. I'm still trying to convince myself I didn't read it. I activated my right turn signal and slowed to an almost complete stop to let an old man walking his Pomeranian pass through the entrance to my street in the condo. The sandwich board had two separate lines: hiring lifeguards, and underneath that, we kill Thursday. I did a double take and stared at that message, not understanding what I was reading. After what felt like minutes, I heard a horn behind me. Startled, I snapped out of my trance and saw the old man and his dog had passed, allowing me to turn into my complex. As I slowly made the right turn, I read the sign again: hiring lifeguards, and underneath that, we'd kill Thursday. Whoa, thank goodness. I was freaking out for a moment. I went about the rest of my day in somewhat normalcy. The feeling in the air just wasn't right, though. I couldn't explain it. I live alone, so I had no one else to confirm what I saw. I don't know anyone else here, just the most casual of passing by people when I take my daily walks. I sat down in my home in dim delight. I poured myself my favorite drink. I call it a ghetto blaster. It's from a little-known early 2010 cartoon that was from a site called Super Deluxe. One of the characters was making a drink from what I interpreted as squirt and Jack Daniels. I tried it and absolutely loved it ever since. After I downed the first one, I made another, this time a double. After one sip, I decided I had to take a walk. It always helped in clearing my head, and I liked the exercise. But I also had to go see that sign close up to make sure I read it correctly. I slipped on some sandals and threw a light coat on. It was nice out, but it was getting late, and there was a comfortable chill in the air. The night was perfect. No wind, no rain, and no one else was out. At this point, the sun had already started to dip below the horizon. As I got closer to where the sign was, I saw it. Nothing. The sign wasn't blank. I don't mean I didn't see anything. I mean, the sign was gone. This wouldn't be out of the ordinary, as these signs aren't left out forever, but they're usually up for at least a week. I just saw this put out today, and now it's gone? I walked around the entire condo complex to see what the other signs said. There were no signs. This couldn't be right. When I got home, I decided the only thing that could help me tonight was finishing my homemade citrus and whiskey drink until I passed out. which was a success. The next day, I forgot all about the weird message I saw. After enacting my foolproof hangover cure, which consists of a lot of water, Excedrin, and some type of greasy fast food, I decided to walk to the pool to enjoy my day off. The pool always opens on the Memorial Day weekend. That was last week, so it should have been open without question. It wasn't. I walked up to the clubhouse door, and there's no sign saying closed. I tried to open it, but it didn't open. That is until I gave it a little more effort. I'm not going to try to fool you people. I saw a blood trail leading from the entrance through the pool house bathroom and leading to the pool when I walked in. The lounge chairs were all thrown about. The water was red with blood. But like I said, I'm not going to fool you. That didn't happen. That's what I saw in my head. I did see, however, that no one was operating this pool. We always have lifeguards, and we always have patrons there enjoying one of the many benefits of paying our association fees. Not today. I was able to walk in with no resistance. I didn't feel right about it, so I did an about face and headed straight back to where I came from. I went straight to my bed to lie down. I couldn't comprehend what had just happened. I drifted off to sleep in mid-thought. When I awoke, it was nothing but darkness. When I lay down, it was the middle of the day. I must have been out for about 5 or 6 hours, which is unlike me on my day off. Only one thing I could do at this moment: head to my favorite local liquor store to restock my Ghetto Blaster drink mix. 1 2-liter squirt and 1/5 Black Velvet Canadian whiskey, please. After feeling the familiar warmth of the first drink, I started to forget the strange coincidence of the sign I saw about the lifeguards. That also meant forgetting the abandoned pool, which should have been teeming with families and staff in early June. The alcohol told me to chalk it up to one big, strange event that I made a big deal about over nothing. Then, the next sign appeared. I was invited out to have dinner and drinks with a friend of mine that I hadn't seen in a while. We had a great time reminiscing about past and enjoying the multiple sporting events being broadcast to us on approximately 50 televisions. In mid-sip, I saw a sign in front of me: "Careful what you wish for." I kept a glass of cheap draft beer up to my lip for way too long. Too long, in fact, that it alerted my buddy. "Hey man, you okay?" I blinked a couple times and focused on him. "Oh, yeah, sorry. Just thinking of work, I guess." Complete lie. I'm sure he knew. I put my drink down and looked at the sign again. "Careful, wet floor," is what the sign actually said. Am I really losing my mind? I haven't wished for anything. Maybe to regain my faculties, but nothing more specific than that. 1 misread sign, shame on me. 2 misread signs, well, you know. I don't know where to go from here. I've been going over the signs I've read multiple times. So far, nothing terrible has happened. It's been weird, but I haven't been hurt. And no one I know has been hurt. I'm slowly coming to terms with the fact that I might just need to talk to someone. I'm seeing things that aren't there. That's all. I'm a reasonable person, and there is an explanation for this. Me and my buddy each gave the other a bro hug and said our goodbyes. I placed a hand on my truck door and stopped. I felt my head was a computer, and it was slowly shutting down. I sharply pulled my hand away and felt better immediately. Maybe I should call a lift. 5 minutes later, my chariot arrived. Thank you to whoever thought of the rideshare app-based technology. Exchanging pleasantries with the driver, I buckled up and settled in for the 20 or so minute drive to my home. Like everyone, I immediately pulled out my phone to browse some mind-numbing pictures and videos. As I was scrolling away, I came across an advertisement. Usually, I just skip by without paying much attention. This one caught my eye. The background was red, with only 2 words in bright white: "Turn around." I dropped my phone. I looked at the driver to see if he noticed. He didn't. Beads of sweat started to form as I had that awful feeling that something was going very, very wrong. I slowly looked over my left shoulder. I knew I shouldn't have, but I did. I was probably the slowest human being to ever turn my head to see what was behind me. I should explain that I was in an SUV with a middle seat, so there was one more row behind me, and who knows what was beyond that. What I saw was nothing. My driver must have been watching me in the rearview. "You okay, my friend?" I made a closed-mouth smile and said something affirming that I was. That seemed to satisfy him enough, and he went back to watching the road. I grabbed my phone down by my left shoe. When I turned it over to see its face, what I saw wasn't the ominous turnaround text, but a travel advertisement. It simply said, "Airbound," and had a little cartoon picture of a plane with a smiley face. I didn't see that before. "What the fuck is going on?" I screamed out. Sir, we're at your destination." My driver was looking at me nervously through the rearview. "Oh, thank you, man. Hey, I was just reading something. Work emails. I wasn't yelling at you. I feel stupid." I got out of the lift. I don't know what was waiting for me inside my home. I knew it wasn't going to be pleasant. I knew it would most likely be the end of my life. The first sign wasn't very subtle. It was a standard "Do Not Enter" sign, highlighted in red. I tried to blink and shake my head to clear my vision, but to no avail. When I focused my gaze upon this rogue sign that I'd never had in front of my house, I saw it said exactly what I thought the first time. I kicked the damn thing to the side. I just don't have time anymore. What do you want? What is this? I don't know how to follow these signs, and there's no map to what they mean. I've asked, I've yelled, I'm at my wit's end. I stood at my front door, the same door I've stood at thousands of times. As I entered the key into the lock, the dread grew. One turn, one strong turn, door unlocks. I can't focus on one word. The signs are plastered from ground to the ceiling. Everywhere I turn, the words changed, the color changed. I don't feel good. A warm feeling appears on my face. I wipe my face, revealing dark red blood coming from my nose. A drop escapes my hand, falling to the hardwood floor. It didn't hit the floor though. It ended on the front page of my local newspaper. The headline wasn't alarming. "State beats Northern to go to the championship game." The side article was suspect though, in my opinion. Can't deal with your mental illness? Too afraid to talk to anyone? Stop being a little baby, man. Reach out to your nearest mental health professional. Tonight's story was I Saw the Sign by Blake Blizzard. If you enjoyed this, chances are you'll enjoy the other content that he creates. The links to his story, as well as all other social media, will be in the description below. Hey, did you know I have merch? Well, I do. And if you'd like to walk around representing my realm and gaining me new travelers, the links to my merch store, as well as all of my other social media, will be in the link tree down in the description below. As always, I'd like to say a special thank you to all my lovely Patreons. 242 Reads, Rando Calrissian, Seraphine the Midnight Bard, Creepy Clown Girl, Mia Mina, Philia Noctis, Hair Raising Narratives, Spooky Boo Scary Story Time, Lycan Chucker, and Nathaniel Nelson. If you'd like to join these lovely travelers by light of my fire, you can do so by becoming a Patreon as well. The support is always appreciated but never expected. Please don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, and ding that bell if you're new for all future content, as it will really help this channel grow and push this video into the algorithm. But as always, travelers, once you step into my realm, there's no stepping out.